Welcome to SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. Children given COVID jab on trial basis today. A nationwide vaccination program will start on August 25. Government is struggling to deal with current challenges for the weak fiscal position, said Debapriyo. Remove subsidy in electricity. Low-lying areas of coastal districts face a flood risk, warned weather depth. Tourist police advise and the visitors to avoid beach area. 16 children were given Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine doses on a trial basis today. The children aged between 5 to 11 years of age were inoculated at Bangla International Conference Center. They are all students of the Abul Bashir Government Primary School. Nidhi Nandini, a class of 3 student of the school, was the first one to get the COVID-19 vaccine under the trial run. Health Minister Zaid Malik announcing the opening of the vaccine program also said after today's trial vaccination on the 25 nationwide vaccination program will start for the children. He said first the vaccine will be given to the students of the city corporation schools, then to the whole country. Education Minister Dr. Dipu Moni and Dr. Shamsul Haq, Member Secretary of the COVID-19 Vaccine Deployment Committee of the DG Health Services, speak over the program. The Cabinet on Thursday approved in principle the draft of the Drug Act 2022 with a harsher punishment for the drugs-related anomalies and offences. Under the draft law, the punishment for such crime will be maximum 10-year jail with fine of the 10 lakh taka from the maximum 3-year jail with fine of the 2 lakh taka fine in existing law. The approval came from the cabinet meeting presiding over the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who joined through a virtual program from the official residence at Ganabhavan. Other cabinet members were connected from the Bangladesh Secretariat. Briefing reporters, Cabinet Secretary Khandekar Anwar Islam said the highest punishment of the 10-year imprisonment at Taka 10 lakh penalty or both was kept in several sanctions on the draft law. Bangladesh is struggling to find fiscal resources to deal with the current economic challenges, mainly due to a weak fiscal situation, said Dr. Debapriyo Bhattacharya, a distinguished fellow of the Center for the Policy Dialogue CPD. He made this remark today during a virtual conversation with the media. Dr. Debapriyo said the economic problems in the country are not only for the external reason. There has been an absence for the reform in the fiscal arena of the years. As a result, the revenue share in the GDP has not gone up more than 10%. Dr. Debapriyo has proposed removing the subsidy on electricity capacity charge and increasing subsidy on fuel, fertilizer and electricity generation as well. He also said that there are 2 types of the subsidies in economy, good and bad. The entire subsidy structure needs to be reviewed and restructured by withdrawing bad subsidies. A survey by TIB has revealed that around 40% of the poor and needy families who are entitled to get TCB card have been deprived of the facility due to the political influence, management, irregularities and corruption as well. TIB released the report titled Challenges of the Good Governance in TCB's Family Card Program on Thursday. According to the TIB survey conducted on a total number of 1,047 families from the 35 districts, 39.5% of the household have not received TCB card. TIB Executive Director Dr. Iftikhar Zaman noted some 25 to 30% of the country's low-income people enjoyed the benefit, while the 39.5% were denied the facility as a result of the political pressure, management crisis, irregularities and corruption as well. The High Court wanted to know why the Bangladesh government didn't ask for any information about money deposited in the various Swiss banks. And High Court bench of Justice Nazrul Islam Talukdar and Justice Khizir Hayat issued a suo motu rule in the regard on Thursday. The Anti-Corruption Commission ACC and the state have been asked to inform the High Court by the next Sunday. High Court said these judges had read the statement of the Swiss ambassador in the various media. Copies of the published news are requested to be submitted to get a clear idea about the matter. The court heard a statement from the ACC and stated an order will be issued in this regard on next Sunday. Yesterday, Ambassador of the Switzerland to Bangladesh, who also said the government has never asked for the particular information or data of any Swiss bank account holders. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid on Thursday has summoned the 19th session of the 11th Jatiya সংসদ on August 28. The session will begin at 5 p.m. on August 28, Sunday, at the Parliament Bhavan in the Shere Bangla Nagar here. The President convened on the session, exercising the power bestowed upon him as part the clause 1 of Article 72 of the Constitution. Before commencing the House of the Proceedings of the day, the Parliamentary Business Advisory Committee is likely to hold a meeting with the Speaker, Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary, and the Chair to fix the duration, the agendas of the session. Several low-lying areas of the coastal district and their offshore island and chars are likely to be inundated by the trial surges. The Weather Department was warned. Meanwhile, the well-marked low over the Chhattisgarh and adjoining areas of India have moved the westward and the westward weakened into a low-pressure area of the Madhya Pradesh. Under its influence, step pressure, the gradient persists over the North Bay and also joining the coastal areas of Bangladesh. Squally weather may affect the maritime port, the North Bay and adjoining coastal areas of the Bangladesh. According to the Weather Department, maritime port of the Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Paira have also been advised to keep the hoisted, the local cautionary signal number 3. All fishing boats and the trawlers over the North Bay have been advised to remain closed to the coast and proceed with the caution till the further notice. Due to the impact of the depression of the bay, Cox's Bazar tourist police have warned visitors to avoid the beach area as the sea remains rough. The tourist crowds that patrolling the beach have been marking announcement and creating awareness among the tourists. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back, and you are watching SATV News. Now, news from abroad. Taiwan rejects the one country, two system model proposed by the Beijing in a white paper published this week. The self-ruled island foreign ministry said on Thursday, only Taiwan's people can decide its future. Ministry spokeswoman Zhong O told a new conference in the Taipei, the capital. China releases the white paper on the Taiwan question and the reunification in the new era. China was using the U.S. House Speaker the Nancy Pelosi visit the Taipei as an excuse to create a new normality to intimidate the Taiwan's people, O added. Former West Bengal Governor and National Democratic Alliance NDA candidate Jagdeep Dhankar was Thursday sworn in as the 14th Vice President of India. Dhankar's oath was administered by the country's newly elected President Draupadi Murmu at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, former President Ramnath Kovind, former Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and several other leaders were present at the oath-taking ceremony of the new Vice President. Ahead of his swearing-in, Dhankar visited the Rajghat in Delhi and paid his respect to the Mahatma Gandhi. The Dhankar was elected as the Vice President on August 6. He also defeated the opposition's the Magarhat Alva to emerge as a winner. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un on Wednesday declared a shining victory over the COVID-19 after officials reported no new cases of the virus for the nearly 2 weeks. Presiding over the meeting with the health workers and scientists, Kim announced a victory in the war against the malignant pandemic disease. According to the government news agency KCNA, the isolated country was maintained a rigid coronavirus blockade since the start of the pandemic, announced an Omicron outbreak in the capital Pyongyang and May and activated a maximum emergency epidemic prevention system. North Korea refers to the fever patients rather than COVID patients in case report apparently due to a lack of testing capacity. Since July 29, Pyongyang has been reporting new cases of the virus. Now, sports news. Champions League winner Real Madrid outclassed the entrant Frankfurt 2-0 on Wednesday to clinch the UEFA Super Cup for the record-equaling fifth time. A first-half goal from the David Alaba and another from the Karim Benzema in the 65th that lifted him to second in the Real's all-time scoring list, with the 324 goals wrapped up the title for the Spaniard. Europa League winners Eintracht Frankfurt has offered some resistance in the first half and had chances to score, but were eventually overrun by the Spaniard. The win also means Real's Carlo Ancelotti become the first coach to lift the trophy 4 times. The win brought Real Vil with the AC Milan and the Barcelona, who have also the 5 Super Cup wins. Before ending, we'll go through the SATV News headlines again. Children given COVID jab on trial basis today. Nationwide vaccination program will start on August 25. Government is struggling to deal with current challenges for the weak fiscal position, said Debapriya. Remove subsidy in electricity. Low-lying areas of the coastal district face the flood risks, warned weather depth. Tourist police advised visitors to avoid the beach area. You are up to date with our top stories so far here on SATV, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.